There was a scene about paintbrush and light bulb. It was quiet and it was just the two of them. They were talking about some previous events earlier in the show, and then Lightbulb starts to struggle a little bit when trying to refer to paintbrush properly. She stutters with words like guy, and then Lightbulb has a realization and ends up saying one of my favorite lines in the whole show. Oh wait, it's C, none of the above. This was a perfect way to reveal paintbrush being non-binary without just saying they're non-binary. But there were instances where a character would just throw the information about their sexuality out there, and the scene still worked. And this is because of the way the scene is laid out, where it's calm. Calm enough to the point where the characters feel comfortable enough to mention a side of them that the others never knew about. An example of this, yet again, comes from Inanimate Insanity. Cabby wanted to know more about Bot, so they started talking to her about the kind of stuff they liked and who they were. And then Bot says, they/them, by the way. That's made things feel right. And it didn't feel sudden. It didn't feel like they just said this out of nowhere. And the scene wasn't treated like a joke. I thought it was strange how the scene didn't feel like a joke, because Bot just straight up threw that information out there. But I think I understand why it didn't feel like a joke. The scene was calm enough to the point where it felt right for a character to reveal that kind of information about themselves. It was the perfect time to do so. It doesn't matter how your character explains this. What matters is that you gotta make sure the moment feels right. Don't just make a character say, hey, I'm trans or something like that, unless you're making the scene as a joke. But if it's not a joke, then you gotta make the moment feel right. And usually it makes sense for this to be done in a calmer scenario where it's just the LGBTQ character and a close friend of theirs, just without the others. But it can be done in other ways too.